3-mode flashlight. This is a 4-pack that you're getting. So take a look. You're getting not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. So I'm gonna ask you, are you prepared for a power outage? Maybe if you're stuck on the side of the road, right, you need extra lighting. Are you prepared for that? Or just think about your everyday. Maybe you're in a restaurant and it's dark and you need to look at a menu and we need more light. Maybe you're just walking the dog. This is what you need. Price today, $19.99. You are getting it home on 5 Flex for $4 for that 4-pack. You can keep them all together. You can split them up. Let's look at the colors. So we've got it in the pink. We have it in the red. We have it in the green. We have it in the black and the blue. So that's the only choice you have to make. Lou Caputo is with us, everyone.
Good morning.
Hey, Lou, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's good to see you.
Thank you. It's great to see you as well. This particular light, I heard what you were saying about this just now, and my comment on this light is that it punches in a class way above its weight. Oh. Because when you look at this guy, okay, it's a little tiny light. So you don't really have a lot of expectations for it, okay? It will deceive you every single time. Okay, first of all, incredibly light. Why? Because it has internal batteries. There's nothing you've ever got to replace in here. You plug this in and you recharge it off of any USB charger. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, 2 different light sources on this. Okay, you can see we've got a Cobb LED on the side that stands for chips on board LED on the side there. Super, super bright. I'll show you that in a second. And then on the front, you've got a surface mount diode right there, but it doesn't, the tricks don't stop there, because watch this. When I pull on the front of this, there's actually a zoom feature on here as well. Yeah, so you can zoom that light. So if I press this button, and there's an activator button right there on the back of this, okay? Press it 1 time, bam, you get that super bright light. Zoom in, boom, 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 boom. Where'd the camera go? Look at that, how bright that is. Press it again, and I'm gonna just zoom out. We get the strobe feature on there, and then you see the 3rd time I pressed it. Now I want to show you this. Watch this, how bright this is when I turn this on my shirt. Do you see how much light comes off of this?
That is incredible.
And you're getting 4, by the way.
Oh my, so this is small and mighty.
Oh, it is. It is tiny but powerful, and that's what's so crazy about this. In fact, let's bring the lights down real quick, because I want everybody to kind of get a feel for what this looks like. I'm just going to take this one, I'm going to put it on you. So we're going to turn on the floodlight that's on here. We call the area light. Or in the UK, they call it a torch light. Now, look at how bright this is. Now, you have 1 on you, so if I take that off of you, now you're in the shadows. I've turned that around on you, it brightens you up. So I think about these for like walking the dogs, for camping, fishing, hiking. Keep one in your bedside tables, you know, put one in your junk drawer, your toolbox, or tackle box. In every vehicle that you own. But I love the fact that, like, I've been doing a lot of projects around the house lately. Yeah. My latest one was I was putting little sliding baskets underneath a cabinet yesterday, right? And I got in there and I really needed a very small light to get in there. Grabbed one of these and all I did was just set it down. In fact, I'll put it in front of this breaker box right here. Just set it down right in front of it. See the way it's illuminating that whole thing? That's what it was doing for me, so I could actually see the holes where I was trying to put these screws in way in the back of the cabinet. My wife's like, can you do some more? I'm like, no. No, I'm done. I'm good for the day. Thanks.
This is so incredibly powerful, Lou. I did not realize, right, seeing that that's the size and now seeing kind of the illumination that we get. I think about that strobe feature too. I have daughters, and you know, for them, what if they're on the side of the road, or even me, right? My son who's driving, any of us, to be able to flag someone down.
Yes, that's a great way to do it, to warn oncoming vehicles. It's also like one of those things to disorient maybe an animal that's charging you, or or an attacker. That's what that's for too. Now, take a look at this. This is just the regular flashlight on the front of this, okay? But look at how wide that beam is. And that wall's probably 10 feet away from us. So you get an idea of how wide the beam, but watch this though. I can also zoom that in to a pinpoint. And you know, the lens on this is so good. You wouldn't expect this in something so inexpensive, but you can literally see the shape of the LED when I put that on the wall like that. You see it? That's the circuit. Because these types of LEDs, the surface mount diodes, are really just like a little tiny circuit board that glows. That's what that is, and that's what you're seeing right there. But then go right from that, bam, to that wide light. Oh, by the way, here's what this big guy looks like if I come back here.
Oh my gosh.
And you could see that's literally floor to ceiling as well. Isn't that something?
This is incredible. You know, I want to
lot of light
remind
for a little money.
everyone of the deal today with this because it's $19.99. You're getting all four. And just to remind you, they are rechargeable. You do not have to buy batteries for it. You charge them. And they each come in their own gift box. So this is something that you can gift. Maybe you have it in the gift closet, but think about the gift of safety and security for yourself and your loved ones, right, Lou?
Yeah, absolutely. It's about safety. It's about security. I have a good friend. In fact, these are his kids that are in this video right here. And they love these. They go nuts for flashlights. The two little boys love to run around with these at night there. So it's safe for them. And why? Because they're LEDs, because they don't get hot. That's the thing about these. You said something at the beginning of the presentation about Bell+Howell, how they've won Academy Awards, which they have for advancements in lighting. And it's funny, when you talk about advancements in lighting, you could take a light that I sold here a year ago, compare it to the new ones, and there would be no comparison because of the advancements year over year. But to drive that point home, here's one of those flashlights that people, for this price, you could pick up at like a hardware store, maybe checking out at a gas station, okay? This is a light meter, and what it's doing right now is it's measuring the ambient light in the studio where we're standing right now. And you can see, it's actually pretty high. I don't know why it's so high. I think we're right underneath the light. But watch this. If I take this light and I put it on there, it goes up a little bit, but not a whole lot. You'll see I'll turn it off. It goes up by maybe 100, okay, when I do that, about that. I'm gonna take one of our lights, put it at the same distance. I'm gonna turn that on. Now, look at the difference right there. There it is off, so it's gonna drop down. There it is on. Now watch this though. You might go like, well, it's not that big a difference. Watch this. I've got the zoom feature on here. I can literally make that go so high that it can't even read it, okay? And that's because we can focus the light down. That's what it's all about, is that ability to focus that light where you need it, when you need it. Now, if I'm just working on a project and I need some light, you know, that's gonna do a whole area, I've got that built in too. And something that is literally the palm of my hand. It's that small.
I'm just in awe, Lou, because I did not realize how powerful this was. This is my first time seeing it. And so when you get this home, I think you're going to feel the same way. I want to let everyone know the red is the most popular right now and also the most limited. How many left, Jared, in the red? 180 only left in the red. Now remember, that's 180 of the 4-pack. You are getting 4 that are individually boxed, and this is $19.99. This was, I mean, it's 50% off. It was $40, but remember, $4 gets it home on a flex pay. And just think about the savings that you have not having to buy batteries. Think about the old clunky, you know, flashlights that you have. And Lou, weren't you in law enforcement before?
I was, right? For 23 long years.
And what kind of flashlights did you use?
This.
And how much does that weigh?
Something like that.
Right?
Too much. I mean, when you're talking about carrying stuff around under your belt, this is not the kind of thing. You know what's funny? Like with this, you were painfully aware of the fact that you actually had this on your person. Whereas with something that's this small, and a lot of the flashlights have started going in the much more, you know, diminutive, easy for me to say, direction, they've gotten smaller, okay? They don't need the fancy words. But when you look at this guy right here, it not only is it small, but it's light. So if you have this in a backpack, a purse, you've got it in your pocket, you're not even gonna know it's there. Now, you were talking about how, you know, when you're in a restaurant, you wanna look at a menu. And it's funny how often I see people do this. A lot of people take out their cell phone and they, you know, I get it, okay? But this is a much better light that comes off of this. It's a wider beam of light. It's gonna light up that whole menu so you're not sitting there trying to do this. I mean, this literally, if you look at this, my entire hand's lit up. That'll light up the whole menu if you need it for that to read something, okay? And I'm finding as I get older and older that I do need more light every single time I try to read something. Doesn't matter what it is.
Me too, Lou. Me too.
It's not just me?
No, it's not just you. I think it's all of us, but well, maybe they're just making the menu smaller. I don't know. But I think too, right, about like for all ages, like you said, those boys. My son, when he was little, was in the Cub Scouts.
Yeah.
My older son.
I was
so,
too.
You know, think about that. Are you a hiker? Do you like to go camping?
Yes.
You know, do you go to a parking lot at night that is dark and you need that light? Your phone light isn't going to cut it to see someone around the corner.
Or this right here. Let me tell you something. My wife and I cannot walk our dogs for their last walk of the night without carrying flashlights with us. Because I have one dog. I'm not 100% sure how she does this, but she will go to the bathroom on every walk requiring a bag, if you know what I'm saying, okay? And she's a little dog. She's 16 pounds, all right? But somehow she finds the way to do that. So we are constantly having to go and look for whatever she's just done and pick it up. Without a flashlight, I would be the worst neighbor in the world because people would be like, he never picks anything up. But I pick it up every time. Why? Because we carry one. And in fact, what we'll do is we'll take like this and loop it around our wrist, or we'll put it around the actual leash. You know, just let it hang on the hook where the leash is.
Right.
So then when I grab it, it's just grab and go, and we've got that powerful light when we need it.
So you don't, yeah, it's not something you have to worry about. Getting a 4-pack, you could easily have one in your purse, one in the car, one on the dog leash, like you said, one in the kitchen. You know, grab this, get it home. You're getting the 4-pack, and for this price, grab a couple of them, because I'm sure that if you have kids, if you have loved ones, give one to each of them too. I mean, how can you not for $4 a piece?
Exactly. Oh, light's coming down. Here, watch this. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna turn our lights back on. I turned yours off for a second there. There you go. By the way, one button operation. It's not like this is a complicated thing to do. You know what I mean? It's crazy, crazy easy. And you are getting that intense light from this. Something you don't expect in a product that's you know, this inexpensive for 4 of them. That's nuts.
It is. It's small and mighty. Make sure that you grab yours. 880454 is the item number. Red, most limited, also most popular. So please don't miss out on this. Thank you for hanging out with us this morning,
My pleasure.
This is really good. I had to turn it away because now I'm seeing like the little.
Bright. I'm going to be seeing
really
spots
bright.
for hours now.
I'm seeing spots too. Where am I going? I can't see.
That way.
Okay, thanks, Lou. All right. So next up, from Copper Life by Tommy Copper. This is the adjustable